tells me that we're live because I've done this before and missed the intro. So let's just keep going until the live appears on my as soon as my phone goes to live, then it means that I'm live. Currently, I'm not live yet. People are there we are. I'm live now. Oh, bonjour, dickheads. Hey, it's day 32 of lockdown in Paris, which means we've got 24 more days to go. So with that said, welcome to another episode of Franglais Live at 5. Welcome to Franglais Live at 5, except it's at 6. I mean, it was at 5, then it was at 7, now it's at 6. Oh, hey, Franglais Live at 5. What the fuck happened to that? Hey, we'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, this show has had a weird history in the 2 weeks that it's existed. First of all, it was called Live at 5 because Live at 5 sounds cool. I did it at 5 p.m. I got some complaints from people saying that it was too early. I'm still working, Paul. Do it later. So I did it at 7 p.m. And then I still got complaints from people saying, Paul, I'm fucking cooking. I'm making dinner at 7. We need to do it early. And so that's why I'm trying it at 6. We're doing it at 6, ladies and gentlemen. It's Franglais Live at 6 today. If you're new to this live situation that I have on YouTube, then welcome to the show. The concept is very easy to understand. Basically, for roughly an hour, I drink beer and I see your comments come through. You ask me questions, you send me your favorite expressions, your favorite jokes. We learn a bit of Québécois, and we just generally have fun. So let's get into it, people. The beer today, sponsored by Une Petite Mousse, the brasserie that I am working with for my own beer. This one is Malduc. This is a Malduc. A Malduc from Una Cerveses Bio, which is from Alicante in Spain. Alicante. And it is an American brown ale, a Chinook American brown ale. I don't know what that means. I thought Chinook was a fucking helicopter. But apparently it's a beer. So, let's have it. Let's just see what this one tastes like. Oh, it's a brown beer. I'm not a fan of brown beers because I'm racist. How strong is this? 6. What's that? 6? I can't see. My finger's in the way of the percentage of the beer. It is, where is it? 6.8. Woo! This is my second beer, by the way. I had a beer just before the show to get me in the mood. Cheers. Santé. À la vôtre. Prost. Yamas. Whatever else you want to say. Fucking horrible. I gotta stop drinking the brown beers, people. All right, so this is it. Welcome to this is it. My voice is gone. This is the last episode of Franglais Live at whatever time because I'm changing the name. It's as of Monday, it's going to be called Paul Taylor's Happy Hour. Happy Hour. I've already got the branding done, and we're changing just the visuals a little bit because I'm shit at doing thumbnails. So my friend Rolly from Quebec is doing some thumbnails. Let me just tease you on one of the visuals that we're having. There we go. Paul Taylor's Happy Hour live. That is what you'll see now when you're waiting for the show to start. It will be that one. So welcome to the show, the final show. I mean, the show on Monday, it's going to be the same show. Just new visuals and some new jingles as well. So welcome. I hope you're all doing well. What did I want to talk about today? Oh, this is the thing. So 5 p.m., 7 p.m., 6 p.m. So not only were people complaining that it was too early or that it was too late, also French people who are watching TV, which are many people, were like, Paul, en fait, il y a Cyril Lignac qui fait un live, il nous montre comment cuisiner des recettes tous les soirs à 19h. Tu peux pas faire concurrence à Cyril Lignac, en fait. So Cyril Lignac is a Michelin-starred. He's basically the Gordon Ramsay. No, he's not. He's basically the Jamie Oliver. No, he's not. He's basically a cook. He's a fucking French cook who does great food, and he's doing a live on French TV at 7 p.m. And I can't compete with French gastronomy. Are you fucking kidding me? So that's why I'm just drinking beer. I'm doing it at 6. As the French say, j'ai coupé la poire en deux. There's your first expression for you learners of French. Couper la poire en deux, to cut the pear in two. The fruit, the pear. The fruit, couper la poire en deux, means to, basically to meet you halfway, to go halfway between the two. Meet you halfway. Oh, halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. So we're halfway, 6 p.m. So from now on, Paul Taylor's happy hour, the one that will look like this, is going to be at 6 p.m. Monday to Friday until the end of time, until I get my real job back, because I don't have a job anymore. Friend of mine is saying, this is my wife who just gave me my phone. Where did this phone come from, Paul? My wife has sent me a friend, who's called Luc Olivier. Hi, Luco, ça va? He said that 6 p.m. is perfect for him. Good. All right. So we're here, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're doing. Couper la poire en deux. I was looking for the English expression. People said to me on social media that the expression is to cut the baby in two, to split the baby, séparer le bébé, but it's not the same expression. Split the baby means to. I read the story, obviously, because I prepare these fucking shows. Is a story about in the Hebrew story about King Solomon that had a baby, and two wives were like, "Yo, it's my baby," and the other one was like, "Nah, fuck off, it's my baby." And so he said, all right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a knife to the baby. I'm going to split the baby in half, and then you can have half, and then you can have half. And the way he found out who the real mother was because the real mother was like, no, the baby. And the fake mother was like, yeah, let's do that. So that's to split the baby. It's basically not exactly the same expression. Anyway, I'm glad you're all here. Thanks for being here. Fucking hell. I hope you're all well. What do you want to talk about? First part of the show is questions and answer. Ask me anything. Ask me some questions about my life, my job, languages, beer, whatever you want to ask me some questions. We'll do some time for questions before we move on to some expressions and stuff like that. So let's have it. First of all, RS Brousseau, ça neige chez moi. Fucking hell. RS Brousseau, where do you live? Canada, maybe. Ouais, ça neige chez moi, là. Simon Josué Pérez Carrero says, ¿hablas español? Sí, hablo español, un poquito. No mucho, pero bastante para tener una conversación en un bar. That's it. That's all my Spanish. I don't speak very good Spanish, but it's all right. Desequilibrium asks, when is Louise going to get her first phone? Louise is my baby daughter. She already has her first phone. I'm going to go get it. Hold on. Where's the phone? I'm back. Here is the baby's phone. Check it out. It's like a proper... it's like a proper iPhone. It's got the slide to unlock. There's little buttons, you hit 5.
Hello, who's calling to say hi? Glad you called to talk a while, then we'll say bye-bye.
Alright, so she's got her first phone already. Start 'em young nowadays, Desequilibrium. Thanks for the question. Sammy D says, why don't you do shows in England? I do shows in England, but not for the English. I do shows, I was supposed to be doing the show, So British ou Presque, my stand-up show on the 30th of May in London, but it got postponed until September the 16th. That is my next show, my next job. The next time I will be getting paid officially from my real actual job of doing stand-up is September the 16th. So that's 5 months away. So 5 months without money. Woo! But thanks to you guys, you're helping support the channel. And so these lives are actually, I'm getting some money from these lives. Speaking of which, I need to thank some people already who have participated on the super chat. The first one was Kristen Kim. Before this whole thing started on the chat before the live, she contributed $2. So Kristen Kim, this one is for you. Show me the money! Kristen Kim, thank you so much. If you're wondering how to support the channel, if you want to, then there's two options for you. Either through what's called a super chat on YouTube. There's a little dollar icon. You can click on that, send some money my way, and that's a cool option to support the channel. It's probably the funnest live, because when you're live, I can see the super chat come up, and then I can shout you out. I can say thank you very much for contributing to the channel directly. So that's a pretty good way of doing it. For example, I can say thank you, Theo, for the 10 euros. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for that. And also, Melody, thank you for 20 euros from Melody. Look at that. Unbelievable. So super chats are a great way to contribute while you're live. The downside is that YouTube takes 30% of the money because, you know, they provide a free platform for me. And I can talk to you guys every day for free. I don't need to pay. And so they take a cut of the money. So that's fine. Another way that you can support the channel, if you don't want to give Google money and you're not watching live, if you're watching this after the live, I have started a Ko-fi account. Ko-fi is spelt K-O-F-I, so ko-fi.com/Paul Taylor. The link is below in the description. And basically, you go to that website. It's very simple. You just type in the name of the website, and what you'll see is kind of my personal coffee page, and you can buy me a coffee. You can scroll down to the bit where it says support, and then once you hit support, you can buy me coffees, as many as you want, and then you can leave a message if you want as well, of just saying thanks for the show, dickhead. And that's much appreciated in terms of contributing to the channel and allowing me to improve this show as much as possible as we go along. All right, that's enough talk about fucking money. Right, where am I going? How do I get rid of these? There we go, bang, bang, bang. So thank you. Thank you already. Right. Other questions? Anuran Kargupta. Do you know Farid? Farid, the French comedian who is pretty cool. He's got his own Netflix show. He's got three Netflix specials. I don't know. Yeah, I do know him. I mean, I don't know him intimately. We've crossed paths on many comedy nights together. And he's pretty cool. And I enjoy his comedy. So yes, I do know Farid. Thanks for the question. Right. What else do we have? Nors. Talking about the coffee website. Yeah, a Parisian coffee is €5. So... Lauriane A, do I get 100% of the money on Ko-fi? I keep saying Ko-fi because it sounds like Kofi Annan. I get most of it because it goes through PayPal, and PayPal everyone takes a piece of the pie, Lauriane. So unless you come and find me in the street and you give me some cash in my hand, then everyone's going to get a cut. But PayPal takes a lot less. Right, Lauren Lanham, your favorite boulangerie snack. My favorite snack à la boulangerie. Oh, mon truc préféré à la boulangerie. J'aime beaucoup les financiers. Les financiers, c'est pas mal. Mais mon truc préféré, je crois que ça doit être le pain au chocolat, en vrai. Le pain au chocolat. Désolé les Bordelais, chocolatine. Et les Québécois aussi, la chocolatine. Pain au chocolat. Pain au chocolat. Chocolate croissant, comme disent les Américains. It's probably my favorite one. Piotr, thanks for being here, my friend. Coffee, milk, sugar. Coffee, no milk, sugar. Tea, milk, but no sugar. Good question. I like it. Aurélie, T-Bax, ta plus grande honte sur scène. I'm not going to tell you it here. You have to come and see my show. So British, ou presque. Because that's the last 10 minutes of the show is the whole story about one of my worst experiences on stage. So come and see the show when we're allowed out of the fucking house. And if you can't make the show because I'm not coming to a city near you, then you'll just have to wait till it's on Netflix or Amazon Prime or YouTube or wherever it'll be. Right. Emily License asks, explain le verlan. No. If you want to have the explanation of Le Verlan, go and watch my first show, which is free on this YouTube channel. Hashtag Franglais. I have a whole bit on the Verlan. You can go watch it there, and I explain it better in the prepared stand-up show than I would here. Ollie P, good question. Is So British ou presque bilingual? Comme Franglais, oui. Le spectacle So British ou presque, il est bilingue. Il est dans les deux langues. Je dirais que celui-là, il est plus en français qu'en anglais. Je dirais que je fais 70% français et 30% anglais par rapport au premier qui était plus 60-40. 60 français, 40 anglais. Là, j'ai réduit un peu le français parce que en vrai, ma vie, c'est beaucoup en français. Donc, je raconte des histoires qui me sont arrivées et c'est beaucoup des histoires en français. Donc, il y a plus de français que d'anglais. But there's also English in the show as well. And so I'm looking forward to one day recording it and putting it out, with subtitles. That's going to be fun. Right, last question I'm going to do. Josh, standard question. Josh 72456. Favorite film? Woo! My favorite film is going to be something to do with Christopher Nolan. Memento, Interstellar, Inception. They're some of my favorite films. I love him as a director. I love the stuff that he puts out. Some of my favorite shit. There you go. Right, I'm tired of your questions. I've got a question for you lot. What's your favorite expression, people? Yes, it's the part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, where we talk about expressions, French expressions, English expressions. Envoyez-moi vos expressions préférées en anglais ou en français et je vais essayer de les traduire et découvrir le sens de ces expressions avec vous parce que des fois, enfin la plupart du temps, en vrai, je connais pas les expressions. Et donc, on les découvre ensemble. So send me your favorite expressions and we'll see if they work in the opposite language. Danny Jeffrey. Oh, that was a good one. Where's he gone? There he is. Danny Jeffrey crying over spilt milk. Pleurer sur du lait renversé. To cry over spilt milk. Ça n'existe pas en français, cette expression. Mais en gros, ça veut dire pleurer sur un truc qui vaut pas grand-chose, en fait. C'est quand quelqu'un est vraiment... tu sais, tu fais, mais arrête, ça va, tu fais toute une histoire. En fait, crying over spilt, stop crying over spilt milk. Arrête de pleurer sur du lait renversé. Parce que nous, on boit du thé avec du lait toute la journée. Le lait, c'est très important. Et donc, du coup, si on pleure sur du lait c'est que, voilà. I don't know what the French equivalent of crying over spilt milk. I don't know je sais pas s'il y a une expression en français qui voudrait dire ça. Thank you for the chat. That's good. I like it. Kurt Schmidt, it's a good one. To hit it out of the park. Littéralement, taper la balle en dehors du parc de baseball. Ça vient de cette expression-là. Ou de cricket. Je sais pas lequel c'est. What is she doing? Sounds like she's redoing the parquet. Elle est en train de poncer le parquet, ma petite. To hit the ball out of the park. De taper la balle, ça veut dire vraiment t'as excédé, t'as fait un truc de malade, tu l'as fait mais incroyablement. Si tu faisais une recette de cuisine et qu'elle est tellement bonne, tu dirais à la fin, wow. Alright, there's a drinking game on this show where if my daughter interrupts me, then we have to drink. So drink. What was I saying? Ouais, quand tu... si tu faisais une cuisine, si tu faisais une recette de cuisine et ça tombe bien, bah tu pourrais dire « Oh, I knocked it out of the park. Oh, je l'ai tapé en dehors du parc. » Ça veut dire que tu l'as bien réussi. Voilà, bien réussir. Putain, c'était une longue explication pour bien réussir. Right, Rugby Fan 113, thank you for the super chat. You've contributed to the show before, so I really appreciate it. What have we got? Beggars can't be choosers. I figured I'd share some of that Trump stimulus. Beggars cannot be choosers. Les beggars, fuck me. Comment tu dis ça en français? Pas, enfin, les sans domicile. Des quoi? Des mangeurs? Les mendiants qui font la manche? Ça s'appelle des mendiants. Ah ouais, trop bien. Ok. So les mendiants ne peuvent pas être les gens qui choisissent. Les mendiants peuvent pas choisir. En gros, ça veut dire si t'es pauvre, bah tu peux pas choisir ce que t'as fait. Beggars can't be choosers. C'est une phrase. Je sais pas s'il y a une version une version française. Forcément, il y a une version française de cette expression. Non, ça n'existe pas? Vous êtes normaux? Non, parce que vous êtes pas pauvres, parce que vous avez la sécurité sociale. Non, les mendiants, beggars can't be choosers. Enfin, il y a forcément une version française. Beggars can't be choosers. Fucking let's look it up in French. Français. Les mendiants ne peuvent pas être des sélecteurs. Voilà, ça c'est la traduction Google Translate. Translate into French. Nécessité fait loi. On ne peut pas toujours, on ne choisit pas toujours. Dans le besoin, on ne peut pas choisir. Ouais, on dirait pas qu'il y a une vraie expression française pour ça. But it's a good expression. I like it. And thanks for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate it. Quick shout out to Catherine Erwin. Thank you for the super chat. Of course, this is a good French expression. Tu me cours sur le haricot. You're running on my green bean. Tu cours sur le haricot. You're running on my green bean means you're annoying me. I think we might have had that expression on a previous episode, but it's still as funny the first time. You're running on my green... French fucking love food, right? So if you're running and stamping on someone's green bean, you're annoying them. I like it. Good work. Thanks very much for the what? For the expression. Thanks very much. The other Jenny. Hi, the other Jenny. Hey, you've contributed to the show quite a bit. Thank you so much. Who's Jenny? Because you're the other Jenny, but who's the original Jenny? Jenny Lopez? Jenny on the block? Is that... I don't know. Fucking hell. Expression. You can't squeeze blood from a stone. Have an awesome Friday. I think we've had that one on the show before. Tu peux pas faire saigner un caillou, une pierre. Tu peux pas faire saigner une pierre. You can't squeeze blood out of a stone. Ça veut dire... genre, tu peux pas sortir de l'information de quelqu'un. En gros, c'est ça, I think. Je crois. Fucking can't squeeze blood out of a... Now I'm doubting myself. Can't squeeze. You can't fucking squeeze blood from a stone. My best Yorkshire accent. Getting blood out makes someone give or tell you something when it's extremely difficult because of the character or mood of the person or organization you are dealing with. Right, exactly. So, let's take the current health crisis, trying to get correct figures of the amount of people that are infected, the amount of people that are dying, is like trying to get blood out of a stone, right? Essayer d'avoir le nombre correct de gens infectés, de gens de morts du virus, c'est comme sortir le sang littéralement, elle est belle la phrase. Visuellement, tu prends un caillou et t'essayes d'extraire le sang de ça. So that's a good one. I like it. Good work. Brendan Taylor. I don't know if we're related, but fucking $30 Australian dollars. Mate, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's unbelievable. I'm not worth that much, but I'm glad that you think I am. Come and see my show when I come to Australia in September, maybe. I don't know when I'm coming. Right. Oh, are you walking? Are you walking? Là, on voit ton cul. Il est rentré dans le champ, là. Ouais. Il est rentré juste là. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? The camera's... it doesn't matter. Shut up, Paul. Fuck off. Get on with it. Right. One more expression. Raptor Jesus. Raptor Jesus. Mate, your YouTube name is funny enough. Raptor Jesus. That could be your first name could be Jesus and your last name could be Raptor. I mean, if it was Spanish, it could work. Raptor Jesus. Hola, ¿cómo te llamas? Me llamo Raptor Jesus. Jesus Raptor, encantado. Fuck you, Paul. It's a good expression. I like it. Fuck meaning a seal in French. Fuck you back. Thanks for the thanks for the expression. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've talked enough about expressions in English and French. It's about time we learn another expression from another language. Well, technically it's French, but it's another country, it's Canada. It's time to learn some Québécois. C'est quoi en Québécois?
Tabarnak de calice! Petite crise de ciboire de tabarnak de calice de marde!
Yes, a reoccurring segment on the show is when I call my mate Rolly, who is all the way in Canada, in Montreal. And he's a good friend of mine, a comedian as well. And let's call him and see what he's got to say. See what expression he's going to teach us today in Québécois. French, let's do it. Let's hope he answers the phone. Because I didn't tell him it was at 6 p.m. Oh, he's there. Oh, there he is.
Oh, what's up?
You're still doing your fucking Rubik's
C'est de
Cube.
la calice de merde. Je suis pas capable, tabarnak. C'est impossible.
Ouais, mais attends, l'autre jour, il était complet. C'est toi qui l'avais fait ou c'est genre t'as été sur une vidéo YouTube pour voir comment...
Non, c'est moi qui l'ai fait, mais là, aujourd'hui, ça marche pas. C'est de la calice de merde.
C'est de la calice de marde.
Ça va?
Ça va très bien, et toi?
Ouais. J'adore lire la conversation en ce moment, les gens. Il y a quelqu'un qui a écrit « As-tu écouté la chanson Coton Watté, la chanson Coton Watté de hier, à mourir de rire? »
Ouais, il y a quelqu'un, en fait, yesterday, if you missed the show yesterday, Rolly was talking to us about a song, a Québécois song, called Coton Watté. And actually, we can't really play songs on the live because then all my shit gets demonetized because YouTube picks it up and there's copyright issues. But if you go to yesterday's video, Franglais Live at 7, the 16th, somebody left in the comments. YouTube's changed. Where are the comments gone? There we go. The comments are there. There's one, somebody said, let me just put it up on the screen. Where is it? It's Tyler Haas, who's also here today. He's a regular on the show. The song that Rolly tells, click on that link and listen to the song, people. Because apparently it's funny. Hold on, let me just sort out my camera situation.
Super bonne chanson. J'aime beaucoup le commentaire de Carla Alejandra qui dit « Hier, j'écoute la chanson québécois, j'ai rien compris. » I didn't understand fuck all.
Didn't understand fuck all, mate. Hey, that Tyler Haas, by the way, has just said Tabarnak de calice d'asti de marde. We're teaching Tyler Haas some Québécois. I like it.
Yeah, tabarnak. We're gonna talk about tabarnak next week for sure.
Right. What's the situation? What expression have you got for us in Québécois?
I believe that's an expression that not only you know, but you've used it several times. And l'expression d'aujourd'hui, c'est écœurant.
Ah, c'est écœurant.
Ça, c'est écœurant, which means it's really good, it's satisfying, it's great, c'est écœurant.
Can you type it out in the comments so I can put it up on the screen?
Absolument,
C'est écœurant. Hey.
C'est écœurant.
My daughter's breaking
C'est
the house.
écœurant.
C'est écœurant.
C'est écœurant. The thing, though, I've learned recently that the word écœurant in France doesn't mean that at all. What does...
No,
ça veut dire quoi là, en France, en fait, écœurant?
So I've just put it up on the screen. C'est écœurant, which means, I guess it literally means the word cœur is in there, which means heart, right? So it's hearty. It's. I could say in Québécois, I could say c'est bien. Here's how it's different in Québécois than French. In Québécois, I could say in French, I would say cette bière elle est écœurante, which is a negative thing, which means that it's like you often use it with food, like son plat était écœurant, genre it was too heavy, it was too rich, it was too well. It's to do with the heart, but it's so bad that it makes you want to throw up. C'est écœurant. It makes you want to throw up. Whereas
So
Québécois, si je disais en Québécois, hey, c'est ta bière là, hey, c'est bien écœurant. That's a good thing.
So it's the complete opposite.
It is the complete opposite, yeah.
Because here, like you said, on dit c'est écœurant when it's good, but then people are asking me now, like, qu'est-ce que tu dis quand c'est pas bon? Bah, un Québécois honnête va dire ça goûte la marde. Ouais, c'est écœurant. C'est écœurant. Mais Québécois honnête va dire ça goûte la marde et un Québécois poli comme moi va se fermer la gueule puis va le manger pareil.
Ouais, parce que Québécois, mine de rien, vous êtes Canadiens et les Canadiens sont très polis. Mais ouais, et si t'as une conversation avec ton ami et tu parles d'une fille, là, il faut faire gaffe entre la France et le Québec. Tu peux pas dire, hey, en France, hey, en québécois, hey, j'ai rencontré une fille, là, elle était écœurante. Ça veut dire, la fille, elle est incroyable, elle est trop bien, elle est hyper sympa,
Elle est top.
bonne. Ouais, en France, tu dis, ouais, la fille, là, elle est écœurante. C'est complètement... j'imagine un dialogue de sourds entre les Français et les Québécois.
And by the way, the word marde is not a word that we invented. It's basically the word merde, which means shit. So M-E-R-D-E, which is merde. And for some reason, again, there's like a Marcel Québécois somewhere back 50 years ago who decided to switch the E for A and it become de la marde. So we don't even say ça c'est de la merde. We say ça c'est de la marde. C'est comme
ça de la marde.
It's shit multiplied by 10.
Hey, we got a comment from somebody whose username I can't read because I don't speak Chinese or Japanese. They say this show c'est écœurant. Now, I don't know if this person is French or Québécois. I can take it either way. Either I say thank you very much, I appreciate the support, or I can say fuck you if you think it's bad enough. Log off now.
Exactement. You guys understood everything.
Nice. Roxanne P says the guy's last name, Marcel, c'est Marcel Tremblay. Forcément, son nom.
C'est Marcel Tremblay. Of course, c'est Marcel Tremblay. Qui tu penses que c'est?
If you're learning French, Tremblay is a very Québécois last name. Like in France, Dupont is basically the standard name. Like in England, Smith is the most common name. John Smith. France, Dupont. What would it be like in Spain? Something like Martinez or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, in Québécois, Tremblay is a standard last name.
So let's use that as a standard. From now on, everybody, when I recall Marcel Tremblay, he's the Québécois back 100 years ago who fucked up everything about Quebec, just like your Jean-Pierre in your what?
Exactly. When I say in my what the fuck France, and I say, hey, all right, Jean-Pierre. So Marcel Tremblay is basically the Québécois equivalent.
Love it. One last thing. Tam said, I saw some of Rolly's short films on his Instagram and I am thankful for the French subtitles. Ça me fait plaisir. My pleasure for the French subtitles. I wanted to put them in Egyptian, but I thought nobody would understand, so I decided to put them in French.
Yeah, go and follow Rolly Assal on Instagram. It's at Rolly Assal. He's got a Facebook page. He's got an Instagram page. Very talented comedian who's working in Montreal, but when he comes to Paris, he opens for my show. He's also doing the visuals for the show Paul Taylor's Happy Hour. He's doing all the visuals, all the animation stuff. So look forward to seeing his work. The fact that you're contributing to the show, people, in terms of super chats and coffees, I will be paying Rolly like $2 to make all that stuff. Speaking of which, Gino Van Ort sent a super chat of €5. Thank you so much. À cause tu fais simple de même. À cause tu fais simple de même. I don't know if that makes sense in Québécois.
Yeah, it actually does. I've never really used that expression, but I'm not sure what it means though. Faire simple de même, to me, it's like, oh, you're doing this as easy as it is right now. It's that simple.
Right. Nice. Cool.
So, yeah. Rolly, did you open for Paul in January 2019? I don't even remember what the fuck I did yesterday, so I can't recall.
January 2019. That was when I was finishing my show, #Franglais, au Casino de Paris. T'étais là ou pas au Casino de Paris?
Non, moi j'ai fait I did pas la nouvelle scène, mais when you recorded La Nouvelle Ève.
La Nouvelle Ève, ouais. Rolly opened for me there. He opened for me when I did my Canadian tour. Around Canada, in Montreal, and a bunch of different places in France as well as Paris. So Kristen, no, he wasn't there in January 2019. Some other comedians were. I think I had 6 people open for me in the 3 dates that I had. So yeah.
Yeah, and quickly before we leave, I'm seeing a few comments there. Il y a des gens qui me demandent, Rolly, peux-tu nous expliquer comment dire en québécois couler une bielle? C'est quoi pantoute? I'm taking all the notes, and I promise in the future episodes we're going to talk about
Clark, Rolly, explique-nous partout, s'il te plaît. You'll have to tune in on Monday or another day because we haven't got time.
Yeah,
Gotta let you go, man.
Exactly. But next week, I promise, and Monday we have something huge. It's going to be huge.
Do we? Okay, I'm glad you do because I
Yeah,
don't.
I do. I do.
You've got all right. Cool. I'm excited about your
I'm
surprise.
really, I'm keeping a surprise for all of you guys. So tune in next Monday.
Nice. All right. Cool, man. Thanks
All right.
very much for the Québécois, and we'll speak to you on Monday.
I love you all. Ciao.
Bonne fin de semaine, Carl.
Amuse-toi. Bon week-end, Pascal.
All right. See you later, mate.
Ciao. Salut.
Bye. Nice one. Hey, loving the questions, everyone. Thanks so much for the participation with Rolly there. You seem to be enjoying Rolly's situation. Hey, I've got some people to thank that sent some super chats and things during that. I can't find you in the main chat because it's going fucking way too quickly. But we've got Ryan the Burger. Ryan Le Burger, for your €2 who had an expression, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. That's a good expression. Pas regarder un cheval dans la bouche. It's a complicated one. I'll look that one up for another episode. The other Jenny, we had that one. Brendan yeah, thank you. Catherine Irwin, thank you so much. Gino Van Ort, the tail wagging the dog. Okay, thank you. Double chat you gave, and thank you so much. Cool. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time that we did some jokes, right? Because that's what we finish the show with. Is usually we finish the show with jokes, jokes that are in English, jokes that are in French. Basically, the joke's on you, people. That's the situation.
Là, vous rigolez parce que vous comprenez la blague. Moi, je la comprenais pas au début.
Right. So, part of the show is where I love seeing what jokes you have in French or in English, and we try and translate them into the other language. And then usually there's a couple of jokes that work in both languages, which is amazing because humor is international. There's no borders. Speaking of comedy with no borders, you should absolutely go check out a documentary by a mate of mine called Yacine Bellous. Yacine Bellous is a comedian in France, and he did a documentary. Let me see if I can find it. It's on Netflix now, and it's called Voulez-vous rire avec moi ce soir? I think. Hold on. Let me try and find it. Voulez-vous... Attends une minute. Voulez-vous... Yeah, there it is. Come on. The documentary, let me get this in focus. Voulez-vous rire avec moi ce soir? It's a documentary. French humorist Yacine Bellous tours the world to explore how stand-up comedians make audiences laugh across cultures. And I make an appearance. I'm in it. He interviewed me while we were in Edinburgh for the Edinburgh Festival, and it's a great documentary. Just thought I'd plug a friend while we're talking about comedy not having borders. Comedians without borders. We should do that, like les médecins sans frontières, les humoristes sans frontières. I imagine it's already been done somewhere. Right. Talk about the jokes, people. What jokes have you got? Carla, Alejandra, quelle est la différence entre un accident et une catastrophe? Le chat. Okay. What's the difference between an accident and a catastrophe? It's the cat. Hey! Good work. The cat isn't here today, if you've noticed. He wasn't sleeping next to me. So I took all... This shit doesn't ever... This is normally on my shelf just behind here. This was in our bedroom, and then this lives over there. But because the cat... Where is the cat? I don't know. He's probably dead somewhere. Right. Vic 1, what do you call a Scotsman with diarrhea? A brave fart. It's a good one. That's a good one. Doesn't work in French, but I love it anyway. Qu'est-ce que t'appelles un Écossais avec la diarrhée? Brave fart. Au lieu de brave heart, a brave fart. Un paix courageux. Voilà. Parce qu'un paix courageux, quand t'as de la diarrhée, wouh! Ma fille sait exactement de quoi je parle, même si elle ne comprend pas. Right, what have we got? Ollie P, back on the super chat. Thanks so much, my friend. 2 Irishmen see a job advert in the forest. One says, look, Tree fellas wanted. Okay, I've got to do it in the Irish accent. So 2 Irishmen see a job advert in the forest. One says, look, tree fellas wanted. The other one says, shame there's only 2 of us. Right. Très compliqué pour les Français cette blague. C'est une blague sur les accents. Est-ce que je l'explique? Fuck it, yes, je vais l'expliquer parce que ce podcast, c'est même pas un podcast, ce live, ce que vous voulez, c'est éducationnel et marrant en même temps. 2 Irlandais, ils voient une annonce dans la forêt, une annonce pour un boulot. Il y en a un qui dit à l'autre, hey, regarde, il y a Three fellas wanted a fella. Il faut que je trouve la traduction de. Oh fuck! I almost quit the window. Feller. Un bûcheron. Je sais pas si c'est ça. Non, je crois pas que c'est ça. A fella. Un mec, un bûcheron. Voilà. Ok, un bûcheron. Donc sur l'annonce dans la forêt, il y a 2 Irlandais. Sur l'annonce, c'est écrit. Hey, regarde, ils ont besoin de bûcherons. Et l'autre, il dit, ah, c'est dommage, on n'est que 2. Alors, la blague, c'est que les Irlandais, quand ils disent three, genre les TH en irlandais, l'Irlande du Sud, parce que l'Irlande du Nord, c'est pas le cas, ils vont dire, au lieu de dire three, ils vont dire tree. Un peu comme les Français quand vous dites The Voice ou The Voice ou les trucs comme ça. Les Irlandais, ils savent pas prononcer le H, le TH non plus, donc ils font oh hello, the camera's just fucking, I just hit the table. Good work. Donc les Irlandais, so tree, c'est three. Et donc c'est pour ça que il a mal compris la blague parce que l'autre Irlandais il a dit bah on n'est pas 3, on n'est que 2 en fait, on est 2. Pourquoi c'est dommage, il en manque un. Voilà. Pow! There's the explanation of the joke. Voilà. Hey, c'est bien ça. Les Français, vous apprenez un peu l'anglais avec à travers des blagues, par le moyen des blagues. Whew. Right. Paul IRL. How do you get Pikachu on a bus? You Pokémon. Quel jeu de mots magnifique. Comment est-ce que tu mets Pikachu sur un bus? Tu le poke. Comment tu dis poke? Fucking poke. En français, s'il vous plaît. Poke. Let's do poke in English. Pousser du doigt. Voilà, ok. Pousser du doigt, c'est pousser. Tu le pousses du doigt. Mais poke him on the bus, Pokémon, ça fonctionne. Yes, I like it. Oh, Elias Scarola. Yesterday, I went to the zoo, but there was only one dog. It was a Shih Tzu. Hier, je suis allé au zoo, mais il n'y avait qu'un chien. C'était un zoo de merde. La blague, elle fonctionne pas en français, parce qu'en anglais, un zoo de merde is a Shih Tzu, mais un Shih Tzu, c'est une marque de chien. Une marque. On ne dit pas des marques. Comment on dit? Race. Voilà, on dit une race de chien. A race of a dog. Une marque. A fucking... Hey, what model do you have? I've got the Shih Tzu. Jamie, Sue Farrell. How do you get a French ghost to be quiet? Tell it to ferme ta gueule. Not sure I get that one. How do you get a French ghost to be quiet? You tell it to ferme ta gueule. So just some French insults there. You're just telling it to shut its mouth. It'll do. It'll do. Alta Time, thanks for the £7. Appreciate it. René Descartes walks into a bar. The bartender asks, "Would you like a beer, sir?" And Descartes replies, "I think not," and ceases to exist. It's a good joke. I like it. Let's see if it works in French. René Descartes, il rentre dans un bar et le barman, il lui dit tu veux une bière? Et il dit je pense pas. Et donc du coup, il a cessé d'exister. Oh, je crois que ça fonctionne en français aussi because the phrase is I think therefore I am. Je pense donc je suis. Et là, il pense pas, donc il n'est plus. Right. Louis Guillon, c'est l'histoire d'un pingouin qui respirait par les fesses, il s'assit et meurt. Louis, we've had the joke. I get this all the time. It's a story of a penguin that breathes through its arse. He sat down and he died. I don't know why that's a funny joke. I don't know where that joke came from in France, but lots of French people give it to me. It's awful. Right, Kurt Marshall. What's the opposite of Christopher Reeves? Christopher Walken. Oh, it's rough, but it's a good joke. L'opposé de Christopher Reeves, Christopher Walken. Elle est pas traductible. Traduisable? I've forgotten what the French... Doesn't matter. On peut pas le traduire. Christopher Reeves, c'était l'ancien Superman il y a longtemps. Il s'est pété les jambes dans un accident de cheval. Donc du coup, il peut plus marcher. Christopher Walken, c'est un autre acteur. Christopher Walken, il marche. Hey! Parce que Walken... Pierre-Luc Lopistegui. I don't know if that's your actual name. Pourquoi y a-t-il une baignoire sur les voitures de police belges pour mettre la sirène? Why is there a bath on the cars of Belgian police officers? Because that's where they put the sirens. Sirène in French is comment t'appelles ça en français, en anglais? Mermaid. It's where the mermaids go. So it's a play on words with the word sirène and sirène, which is mermaid and sirens. Good work. You got a joke? Jojo R. Here's a good one. You sound like Cyprien. C'est ça la blague. I don't get it. Toi, tu l'entends ou pas? Un petit peu. All right, Cyprien. People who are not in France or not francophones, he's a French YouTuber, very famous one, who was kind of at the beginning of YouTube, and so he has whatever, like 12 million followers or something. Cyprien, he's actually pretty funny. He started with sketches in his bedroom and stuff. 13.6 million. This is All right, here's a favor, right? Non-French speakers, please go to this guy's YouTube channel. Go watch some of his videos and tell me if I sound like him when I speak French. Because a ton of people, I mean, I look like him. I've got glasses, the hair, whatever. It doesn't matter. But apparently I sound like Cyprien. So I need you to go and find out for me. And English speakers or non-French speakers, watch 2 of his videos. Come back in the comments of this video on YouTube and tell me, Paul, you sound like Cyprien or you don't sound like Cyprien. Because I'm fed up of people fucking saying I sound like him. Because I don't think I do. Oh, by the way, speaking of Cyprien, hold on, you can even hear it in... you don't even... Hold on, I didn't want to play one of his videos because, you know, YouTube algorithms, fucking copyright stuff. If I type in What the Fuck France, which is my show, Humour. I did an episode of What the Fuck France on French comedy because I thought it was funny. Right, let's have a look. Right, here we go. I'll just show you a clip of that video, and then you can let me know what you think. Hold on. Right, ready? Let me switch screens. Pow, here we go. And listen carefully to Cyprien in my video, and then let me know if I sound like him. Have you ever noticed that when people don't like these videos, they leave a comment on YouTube saying "Ah, mais ça c'est de l'humour anglais en fait, et j'aime pas trop." Wrong! No. Who's there? Fuck you, that's who! Because English comedy is like French wine, it gets better with age, and we've been laughing for a really long time. French comedy, however, is a joke.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais encore chez moi? Et tu te fous de notre gueule en plus? Pourquoi tu dis que l'humour français c'est une blague?
I'm glad you fucking asked. French comedy's a joke for 3 reasons. The other way. All right, there we go. It's difficult to tell in that one clip. But let's see what you have to say, people. Right, Lupoc says, Putain, c'est vrai en français, t'as la même voix, c'est ouf. Pascal, just yes. Fuck's sake. Jessica Senaglia, mais oui, trop. Anaïs, you're him. Yeah, that's the secret identity. There is no Cyprien. There is no Paul Taylor. We're actually just a guy called Jean-Jacques. And if you notice, we're never in the same videos together. We were. Okay, fuck it. That doesn't work. Right, just a cat. No, pas du tout. Thank you very much. 1991, you don't fucking sound like him. Thank you very much. AK, seulement quand tu parles français. Bah oui, évidemment quand je parle français. C'est ça le truc. Parce que lui, il parle pas très bien anglais, je crois. Je sais pas. On a parlé en français, en fait, quand on s'est vu. Kristen Kim says, at best, you're distant cousins. Dahlia says, je ne trouve pas. Okay, so it's kind of... Ernestine says non. Ian Cunningham says no. Grant says, I don't see it. Vic1 says, not really. Moon Q says, no, you don't sound like him. All right, hey. But French people think that I do. I don't know. French people... Eh, les Français, vous savez pas... Les accents, vous avez aucune idée avec les accents, les Français. Vous avez pas aucune calice d'idées, comme diraient les Québécois. Parce qu'en vrai, non. Voilà, c'est tout. C'est tout ce que j'avais à dire là-dessus. Right. What were we talking about? We're talking about jokes. Fucking, it's already 10 to 7. We've been on this for 50 minutes already. I think we might just finish on that. Why not? Fuck it. Who cares? Who cares about trying to find... Right, we didn't notice that people... Cyprien Taylor. Thanks, Jeffrey D. All right, fuck it. We're going to finish on that. That was a fine end to the show. I don't care anymore. Right, a few more people to thank, or do I? No, I think I thank. If I've missed you from the super chat, then I apologize. But thank you for your contributions to the show. Monetarily, thank you, Rolly, for being on the show. Hey, thank you guys for all your feedback and all the questions. All the comments, all the expressions, all the jokes that you send me. It's always so much fun to be here. This is the last official episode of Franglais Live at 5 or 6 or 7. The show from now on is going to be called Paul Taylor's Happy Hour. Here is the visual that my mate Rolly has come up with. It will be a little bit animated. There'll be some cool stuff around that. It's basically the same show. There's basically, going to be 4 sections to the show. One is a Q&A. We start with a Q&A. We talk about expressions. We learn a bit of Québécois. And then we go through some jokes. And then whatever happens in between. So that's it. I'm off until Monday. Just to, spend the weekend, even though the weekend could be any day right now with lockdown. I'm at home. My wife is home. My baby's home. We don't give a shit. Every day is the same. So yeah, officially, have a great weekend. Thank you also to the people that have contributed through Coffee, because I've received a bunch of emails while we've been online. A bunch of people who've sent, look at all of those emails. Those are people who've sent me stuff through Coffee. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support for the show. Keep your comments, suggestions. If you've got any other ideas of cool segments that we could do during the show, cool sections, des séquences, des trucs drôles, les Français, qu'est-ce que vous voulez? Non-French people, what do you want from the show? And we'll just keep making it better together. That's the idea. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you on Monday, 6 p.m. for Paul Taylor's Happy Hour Live. That is it for now. Cheers. Bisous, bye.